let's get started. I'm going to start with a lip trill. We're just going to into me, 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 me. Ready? Nice deep breath. And then me, me, me. As we continue working through a few more of these exercises, I want you to think about, even when you get to that top note, keeping the air moving just as much, because what I'm hearing is you're kind of backing off and slowing down the flow of air when you get to that top pitch. So sometimes it helps people. Keep your hand rolling the whole time. It's kind of a physical reminder that your breath needs to be moving forward like that the whole time. Okay, and then we'll follow it up with the BBBs like we had been doing. Yeah? Okay, let's give it a try. Good. You still, yeah, keep on rolling. Good. Now, I do hear a little bit more air releasing, but now what I want to kind of build into that is when you go to the high note, I see you kind of lunging a little bit with your shoulders. So let's add into that. You're going to keep that air rolling the whole time, but I want you to imagine that your body is just really anchored to the floor, like your heels are driving into the floor, so that that's when you get that kind of that surge of energy for the highest note. That surge of energy goes down through you into the ground and really anchors you. So you're nice and steady on the ground. Okay, give it a try. Nice deep breath. Very nice. How did that feel for you?
Stronger?
It sounded a lot stronger.
At least definitely the knees.
Yeah.
The lip trill, I don't know how I felt about that.
Yeah, the lip trill is more consistent too. Well, absolutely. But especially the me was, it just sounded really grounded. There was a nice full sound to it. So good work. Let's keep on. Same pattern of lip trill first and then into
me.
But instead of me this time, let's do ma as we continue to work up. Okay, let's deep breath. Nice. Here we go. How did it feel?
Good.
Yeah, it sounded good. I hope that is, fun for you. It sounds really nice. Okay. I want to continue with this lip trill because I think that's really, really helpful for you. But I want to try to get that ah vowel a lot more forward. So I want you to think almost like math.
Math.
Math. Almost like a sheep, but yeah. So we're gonna do it's somewhere in between math and mall, because right now now your ah vowel is so far back. What we want to do is get it not all, not ah, but ah.
Ah.
But even that, you could bring it more forward, like ah.
Ah.
So go ahead, watch yourself in the mirror for a second, and what I want you to see is ah.
Ah.
When I'm doing that, here, if I, here.
You use the camera?
Yeah. So what you should be able to is, like there's kind of a gentle rounding to your tongue. So go ahead and look and go, ah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's much more forward. So yeah, and you should feel it. You should, if you think about how you were feeling your ahs before, I imagine you felt it kind of in your throat.
Yeah, it was in the back.
Oh, kind of like, yeah, it's really far back. With all of your vowels, you want to feel them kind of like right against your hard palate, like right there. So if you think about the difference between all versus ah, like I feel it right, almost like this, yeah, right behind my upper teeth. So let's do, and the reason that we're starting with the lip trill is because if you think about, just do that once. Where did you feel that vibrating in your mouth?
In the front.
Very, very forward. And so we want to do, and feel that same sensation really far to the front of your mouth. Try that, nice deep breath. The hand rolling again. I think that did help you. Nice deep breath. That's good. That's more forward. Try this for me. We're gonna just kind of speak them on as if you're kind of like you're a siren, like ma, me, mo. You should feel them. What is that sound?
I see someone's fixing something really close.
I think they're scanning the sounds that I hear at this school sometimes. It's just
This was new.
that is a new sound. Anyway, soldiering on. Yes, just speak those ma, me, mo, mu, and really think as you're speaking them about where are you feeling them. You should, yeah, just try that. Go ahead.
Ma, me, mo. Ooh, I forgot one. Ma, me.
Ma, me, mo, mu.
Can I do that?
You did 4. I forget which one you left out, but try just do ma, me,
Ma, me.
Good, that was better. That was more forward. Now go ahead and watch yourself in the mirror. And as you are speaking those 3, see if you can drop your jaw a lot more. Ma, me. You see how much more open my mouth is? Ma. One way that I like to think of it is if I put my bottom lip on this knuckle right here, my top lip should be near the top of my finger. Ma, me. Go ahead, try that.
Ma, me.
Yeah, that was better. One more time so I can see it.
Ma, me.
Good. Does that feel a lot more active than how you normally speak your vowels?
I think so, because I have a small mouth, so I mumble. So I think a problem is I've opened my mouth enough.
No, I get that. That was a lot more clear than what I normally hear in your vowels. So we're just going to do just those 3 and see if you can sing them with that same dropped jaw forward tone like you just spoke them. Speak them once more for me.
Ma, me.
Much better. Sing them. Just here we go. I want to add before that. Okay, so then we can kind of focus on that nice forward feeling. Here we go, nice deep breath. As you're getting up to the top, there's a temptation that you want to kind of hang on to those notes more as a way of controlling them. But the more you just let them go, it's actually the more control that you will have.
Oh.
Yeah. So, if I like, I can't. But if I just think about nice deep breath and really focus on the things that I know to do, like keeping that rib cage expanded, keeping my feet really anchored to the floor. Comes out a lot more easily than if I am just like trying to control it with my throat, because that'll never work. Because you don't actually have any control right here. These muscles are they're just there.
Mm-hmm.
So, nice deep breath, keep those hands rolling and try one more time. Oh, sorry. We were doing top to bottom. One more time. Sorry. Last one. Very, very nice. That sounds really lovely. How did that feel for you?
It felt like the same. Same as I just did, like the last one I did. That's why after I sang, I was like, is that different? It didn't feel any higher. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I mean, it was only half step higher, but kind of talk me through what were you feeling like specifically in your mouth, in your rib cage, kind of check in, think through all those things, because I want you to have kind of a running checklist of this is how my body felt when things were kind of clicking for me. And the more you can key into those things, the easier it's going to be down the road, because you're going to sound different in every room that you sing in. But your body will pretty much feel the same, no matter where you're singing. So it's much more reliable. So I want you to think through, just what are a couple of things that kind of stood out to you as like how that you were experiencing?
I'm always big on breath, because that's something I still struggle with. But I had to make sure I took a big enough breath, and I continued. I did hold on to like the high note, even when I was like, I don't know if this is right. I kept going.
Yeah, just think about like what you know to do. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then also, remember the thing that you just told me about, like holding on to that high note, thinking that like if you hold on to it, you can control it. I didn't think I went high enough for the first note, but I didn't stop. Like I didn't just hold that out, because like you said, you just let it keep going. And that's what I did.
Okay, good.
And after I finished, I was like, oh no, I think that was wrong. Well, I did think it was wrong, but I didn't think it was bad.
Okay, good. No, those are all good things. Good, helpful things to kind of process. What about, can you try and like think about what are some things about like, and this is going to sound so bizarre, but these are the things that really, I think are helpful. And as you're learning how your voice works, these are the things that I think are helpful to try to remember. Like, where do you feel it vibrating in your teeth, in your cheekbones? Like, think about those kinds of things too. So we're going to move on, but I'll probably come back and ask you that question at some other point. Just be aware. All right, now I had asked, one of your homework pieces was to get started memorizing simple gifts. How's that coming along?
I think it's pretty good. I'm trying to find a distinction between like the first time I sing through this and then you know how there's the.
Yeah, there's a repeat, and anytime you've got, I mean, it's a direct repeat. It's like the piano doesn't change, the text doesn't change. That is a little bit of a challenge.
And that, yeah, interpretive, because I'm pretty sure I have the words down, the text down.
Okay.
There's always one line in the second verse that I always trip on.
Okay.
I know what they are. I don't know. It's like after you sing it, I knew the lyric, I knew the text though.
Okay. What is the line that you're struggling with?
To bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. Also, is it right round? I always forget if it's right round or round right.
Round right.
Round right. The R's.
Yeah, and I can't, because it would almost make sense. I mean, aside from the fact that, because you want it to rhyme with delight.
Mm-hmm.
So in your, I don't know, maybe, I don't remember who sings, but you spin me right round.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's stuck in your head. I applaud you for your, fine taste in 80s classics. It's good.
I'll be stuck in my head later. That's okay.
You can blame me. You heard it here first. Well, then let's do this. Let's sing it through, and then we'll kind of circle back and see if we can help get some of that memory work a little bit more comfortable.
What's the goal for now?
The goal for now is to check memory work. We are going to go through and sing it twice. And I think one of the things that's really helpful as you're singing through something like this, when you've got a direct repeat of text, is have two different purposes. What do you want to do the first time? Like, what do you want your audience to experience the first time that you sing through this text?
How do I do that without breaking dynamics?
Without breaking dynamics?
I'm going to look at it just so that.
Sure.
There's not many dynamics.
No, there's not a whole lot written in there. Let's leave the dynamics out of it for just a second, and let's just think about what are you trying to tell your audience when you're singing through this the first time. What is the message that you have for them?
Well, the way I want to go about it when it first starts is like gentle, simple, and it starts on this piano.
Okay.
And that's how I want to start it. Like show the audience that. I don't know like what.
So what do you think the song is about?
A gift.
It's about a gift. What do you think? It says gift all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Can you flesh out what that gift might be?
Themselves being free, them finding a place, just enjoying the simple gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying, so this is a Shaker tune. Are you familiar with the Shakers or Quakers at all? Okay, it's early American religious group that was focused very much on simplicity as a way of life. And they're not the same, but I feel like kind of the nearest equivalent we would have today. Or have you ever encountered the Amish at all?
I know the Amish.
Okay, I feel like that's probably the closest parallel that we would have. That idea that simplicity is what we are looking for, and that it is in itself a gift. So, if that's the message of the song, what do you want your audience to experience?
The light feeling that we get from the simplicity of things.
Okay.
That's at least for the first part. I don't know what the second part is yet, but
okay. Well, we'll figure out the second part when we get there. We'll stop and figure that out. For right now, let's kind of a light joyfulness. Would you say that that's an accurate way? Okay. Well, then thinking that as you sing, here's your intro. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and working, although